There's a late Marv. No, there's no late Marv today. But tomorrow morning we're davening at 6:15 up here. Uh, Now for a quick Devar Torah. Uh, this week's parsha starts off with Moshe and Aaron, Hashem telling them to go to Pharaoh. And Pharaoh, when he sees Moshe, says, "How long is this guy going to be a thorn in our side?" Not realizing that if Pharaoh had listened to Moshe from the very beginning and done what he asked, they wouldn't have suffered all these problems. And that it was going to get worse because he again refuses to listen to what we would consider reason. This is the way that most dictators behave. They lead their country into a disaster, and then they blame the others on the disaster, for the disaster. So, this happened because, and in Paro's case, because the Jews are here and they just want to go out. And Paro also has a mistaken impression the Jews are just going to go out for a few days and then come back. Nowhere does Moshe say we're coming back. He says we're going to go out to serve the Lord. And he understands this is going to be a change. Paro does not get it. Because to Paro, serving a God means you go out to make a sacrifice and then you get back to work. It's not going to be a major change. So Paro is sitting there. His advisors are advising him, get rid of these people. They're a thorn in us. They're a thorn in our sides. Why are we keeping them? And yet he stubbornly refuses to listen to reason. Again, it's like what I mentioned last week. It's the march of folly. Everything should have told Paro, get rid of the Jews. Let them go. And yet he refuses over and over again because he can't back down. It's his folly that wrecks Egypt. But he has to blame the Jews for it anyway. But it's a very common story, as we know throughout our history. A disaster happens. There's an earthquake in Japan. Why did it happen? The Jews. Something to think about.